garnering 119 statistical points and 300 media and TV votes for a total of 419 points. The 2023 PBA D-League Aspirants Cup Most Valuable Player. From Eco Oil de La Salle University Green Archers, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
PBA D-League Aspirants Cup MVP and best player of this conference is 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. You know, Charles, yung apat na kandidato, no, all deserving, but you can't argue the fact that they handed that trophy to this young man right here.
There's no lie. One of my favorite players, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢, has just been excellent all throughout this D-League. And the improvement of his game, man, I mean, just does everything for this team. Sometimes he'll score, sometimes he'll assist or create for others, but you know, you always know what you're going to get with Kevin, and he's also solid defensively, rebounds the ball well. Much deserved MVP award for Kevin.
Time now to meet the starters for Game 2.
And now the starters for Eco Oil de La Salle University Green Archers. Starting at point guard number 10, Evan Nelly. Shooting guard number 18, Francis Escandor. Small forward number 32, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. Power forward number 28, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. And at center number 22, Bright Nuangco. Coaching Eco Oil de La Salle University is Gian Nazario. Our game officials, Romel Gruta, James Faez, Julius Medillo, and Carlo Vergara.
Indeed, it will be a fight to the end. This is Game 2. These are the starters for these two teams. I think, you know, you're looking at the starters, both coaches trying to get the advantage early in this game. Para sa Eco Oil, now you're starting 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰, who did not start the last game for them. Wala din si Evan Nelly sa starting lineup in Game 1. Michael Phillips, like he did in Game 1, Charles will come off the bench. Samantala dito naman sa Marinero Pilipino, it's all, the cards are out for Coach Yuri Escueta.
Well, obviously, Eco Oil is the deeper team right now, and they can do whatever they want with their lineups, man. You know, at the end of the day, who are getting the minutes, you can mix it up, but you know, it worked excellently in Game 1. Maybe they're thinking, you know, Marinero's preparing for our lineup, so they changed it up, you know, throw a little bit of a wrench in their plans, but as you said, si Coach Yuri naman, he knows what lineup he's putting out there. Medyo set na rin naman yung rotation niya.
Thanks for joining us. We're live on One Sports and PBA Rush. John Sulit po kasama si Coach Charles Chu. Bring you the action of Game 2. Pwede nang tapusin ng Eco Oil La Salle. Or pwede rin naman mag-extend ng Marinero Pilipino to a Game 3. Payusing underneath, running into trouble.
That's not the way you want to start if you're Marinero. First possession, one turnover kaagad. Great defense by Eco Oil.
Here they are, the guys in white, looking for their second straight PBA D-League championship. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰, the best player of the conference, opens Game 2 with a 3.
Well, no surprise. He was pretty pumped up, and I've talked to him before the game. He seemed pretty excited and was kind of set on finishing this game today, this championship. So let's see. He's off to a great start.
That guy's a born winner. How many championships did he win, you know, playing for the MU Bulldogs? He's trying to win one here in the PBA D-League. Oh, what a response there.
Great patience. That was way down for Peter Alfaro, who has improved so much offensively. You know, I'm sure playing against the guys in the PBA have really improved him.
Certainly, isa pa yan, si Clifford Hopia.
Yes, for sure.
Naglalaro for TNT in the PBA on tour.
Silang tatlo ni Contapay and in the growth, so you can really see the improvement.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 is also part of that roster.
When you play or practice against better players, there's no way, I mean, for sure it's going to impact your game and help you improve.
That's what the D-League is all about. Improving, developing. Ito si 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰.
He has the mismatch against Payusing. Elevates, doesn't get it to drop though.
Paisig pushing it. He loves the open court, pero andun yung depensa ng Lasal.
He's a really good player too. Si Paisig, good scorer.
Incredible athleticism as well. Dami kong tapay. The threes are falling in early for Marinero.
I mean, they're a good three-point shooting team. Their bigs really shoot well. Kuntapay, Andrade. As I said, last game, 11 out of 27 for 3, 41%. That's excellent. You don't see that percentage that much or that too often, but the problem was defensively.
How about Dami Kuntapay, responsible for 3 of those 11 made threes in game 1. Nelly gusto sumagod. Charles, it is a shootout here in game 2.
4 baskets, 4 3-pointers. Nice step back move by Nelly, who had the switch against 𝔂𝔬𝔂.
At alam natin, no, Evan Nelly has a deep bag and he loves pulling out those difficult threes. 𝔂𝔬𝔂 being challenged by 𝔂𝔂𝔂. Nelly with a perfect help.
Great double team there. Great timing. Nelly also very good in stealing the ball.
He timed that very well, Charles.
And also if you're 𝔂𝔬𝔂, you're trying to back down your defender, 𝔂𝔂𝔂, from close to the 3-point line. That's not going to get it done. And you see Marinero, they're really looking to switch every pick and roll. There's going to be a lot of switches. Let's see how 𝔑𝔂𝔂 will capitalize on them. Here's another switch. They're not able to get Cortez out, but 𝔑𝔂𝔂 is wide open.
And another one. Another three-pointer. We've seen 5 of them already. Here, all baskets na nakita natin dito sa first quarter have been made beyond the arc.
I'm all for that. Well, another steal by Evan here. There you go, layup.
First 2-point basket. And 𝔑𝔂𝔂𝔂 starting to break away once again. Nelly with 2 steals early in this game, and he has set the tone for 𝔑𝔂𝔂𝔂 Lasal. It was this 3 from 𝔑𝔬𝔂𝔂 that initially gave them a 3-point lead. Tapos nakaagaw nga si Evan Nelly all the way to the cup for the Deuce. It's a 5-point lead for 𝔑𝔂𝔂𝔂𝔂 Lasal. Kevin 𝔑𝔬𝔂𝔂, before the start of game 2, he was named MVP of the PBA D-League Aspirants Cup 2023. Nung game 1, he certainly played like an MVP.
Yeah, you know, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, plus 23. Just par for the course. Well, he's halfway to his 12 points right now, and you've only had 3 minutes plus of action. There he is, pressing, nearly forcing a turnover. They get it by on time, right before the 8-second violation.
That's the thing about 𝔑𝔬𝔂𝔂. Ang dami mong... He's a Swiss knife. He can do so many things on the court for you.
Yeah, I really like how he helps them in their press. He's the guy always doubling. If they're in a zone press, he's the head of the zone. He does a bit of everything for them.
6'5", no, na kaya kang tulungan in the backcourt to pressure your opponents. Substitutions on the part of Coach Yuri Escueta.
Wow, that's
Cortez,
tough.
difficult shot, nothing there. 𝔂𝔂𝔂𝔂 taps it out. It will stay with Marinero.
Great defense by Evan there. May have gotten a bit of, got away with a bit of contact. And you see Lasal going to a zone again, trapping type of zone every time I baseline inbound. They love doing that. Try to funnel, whether they go back to man after.
Ang haba rin kasi ng mga players nito Lasal. They can really do that kind of a scheme.
And that's what scouting does. You know what play the offense is running already, so you can prepare for it.
Cortez trying to wake up here and ignite his team.
Wow, nice move by Evan.
Escandor pushed back by Alfaro. They had to reset their offense.
So switch na naman si Marinero and another attack.
Oh, Escandor finishes through the foul.
Good job putting his head down, not settling for a 3-ball and attacking 𝔂𝔬𝔂𝔂𝔂, who was a little bit slower on his feet. So they've done a good job against the switching defense of Marinero so far.
And I want to give credit to 𝔂𝔂𝔂𝔂𝔂, who's been setting solid screens, Charles, here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I actually like the way he plays. You know, I know a lot of times when you look at the foreign student athletes, you expect them to score, to dominate, but you know, I really believe he does his role well. Has to rebound, block shots, give good energy, and he's really helping their team, and he's improved a lot too.
And you look at the roster of 𝔑𝔂𝔂𝔂𝔂 Lasal. Ang dami na kasing panggagalingan ng mga points dyan eh. I mean, Michael Phillips hasn't even entered the game yet, nor has Mark Nonoy. So maybe...
He's about to.
Yeah, he's about to. right mo ako, talagang you'll be okay with him not scoring if others can. About 2 points there coming from Royo. Guliena will reset their offense, sends it out to Nelly.
Coach really likes Royo because he pressures the ball really well. Ito na naman ang switch, way down. Okay. That's a shot you live with if you're Marinero. Nice pass.
Oh, beautiful pass, and Cortez finds a way to score.
Coach Yuri has a pure point guard in Royo. A guy who pressures the ball, looks to create for his teammate. We saw him score here. Nice little look away to freeze the defense and then set up Cortez, who cut hard. Good job finishing with contact too.
Cortez, a couple of times, he tried to create for himself, but the defense of LaSalle was ready for that. So ngayon, when he was able to do some damage, it was coming from that pass from Royo.
The easiest way to score is in transition.
Very early in this game, you can feel the atmosphere. It's tense, it's competitive. This is what the finals is all about.
Here's the jet.
No, he's straight to the cup, no.
And that's the problem with Phillips, man. He's going to get every rebound.
And then he sends it out to 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 for another three.
But man, Nono is so quick. You give him a head start, I mean, you're not going to catch up to him.
Tatlong tres na yan for Kevin 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. And that's a total of 4 3-pointers for Echo Oil as a unit. Royo recovers. Pudo makes his way to the cup. Defended, but still scored.
Way to stick with it. He's one of the new recruits of Coach Yuri. A lot of size in that wing position.
Nonoy susubok din ng tres. Not that time for Mark. Austria was able to save it to 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
He knew it was good.
Another one.
He knew it was good the moment he released it. That's 4 already. And he's down by 1 against Marinero by himself.
The awarding of the MVP/best player of the conference, that curse does not exist with Kevin
For
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
sure. And this is the 3rd steal of Evan Nelly and another layup for him. He's also playing some excellent basketball.
Charles dun sa tatlong steal ni Nelly, all of those were converted on the other side by Echo Oil. Almost another steal for him. And eventually...
They force a turnover, yeah. The pressure of Echo Oil.
Exactly. Minsan hindi mo makukuha dun sa steal attempt, but the pressure that you put on, it makes an impact, and that's what resulted to that turnover. How about Kevin 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢?
Knockout play.
Do you see the confidence in Echo Oil early in this
They
game?
all have the green light to shoot also. That's the way they play.
And si Gallego, one of the veterans, got away with a travel
I
there.
thought so too. Coach Ian also thought so.
Royo. Solid defense for Echo Oil. Walang mapuntahan na Marinero. Gallego has it. Had to put it up. Only hit the backboard.
Good defense again by Echo Oil.
And look at Mark Nonoy speed through.
Oh, that's a foul.
May foul nga lang.
He's upset. He's upset.
Nonoy and Gallego.
Gallego looked like he was going to try to help Mark Nonoy up, but Nonoy
slapped his hand away. Nonoy has to calm down.
He got hit hard in the air. I'd like to see that again.
2 violations on Gallego on that, initially on the foul.
Oh, just a foul.
Okay, foul lang yung una.
Technical foul on Marinero Filipino San Beda number 19, J.D. Gallego, and technical foul on number 24, Mark Nonoy, for both doing that ball situation.
Okay, that's fair. And I like Mark Nonoy looking at Coach Yurin apologizing for his outburst. I mean, he wasn't trying to do anything dirty, just tried to foul. Medyo malas lang sumabit sa jersey. So it's good. Let's get back to playing ball after this timeout, I guess.
Well, Mark Nonoy, he has certainly evolved here in La Salle in that program. Remember nung una natin to nakita in the PBA D-League, Charles, he had not even played a collegiate game. Fresh out of high school siya nun, and he was playing for UST back then, but he's a different player right now. Look at him with his three-point shooting.
Well, he had a really great year when he played for UST back then, and he moves to De La Salle and has a bit of a quiet or struggles a bit, but obviously he's gotten his confidence back, and as you said, he's probably even improved as a player.
Dati kasi alam mo, aatake lang siya. But now with that three-point shooting, that has vastly improved. Ang dami ng mga pwedeng ways that Mark Nonoy can hurt you. Andrada trying to hurt La Salle.
Oh, nice rebound by Kemba. That's a big boy rebound.
Oh, certainly. Marinero right now trailing by 9. 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 looking to improve on their lead.
Nice
the pass, big to big. Oh, doesn't result in a bucket, and that's last touch on Phillips. It will go back Marinero's way.
But the pass was so perfect. The exact timing, the loft of the lob pass. It's just great skill, man. You don't see that too much. But yeah, Phillips has to finish that one. Marinero hanging in there right now. You see De La Salle in a bit of a zone. And Phillips is the head of the zone. I mean, they're throwing us different looks. Nice to have guys that athletic, that long, and that quick. Good rebound by Visser.
Cortez, uncorked say 3. Nothing there. Phillips working hard. 𝔐𝔬𝔢 able to chase down that board. He sends it to Nonoy. 𝔑𝔬𝔪𝔢 playing with such quick pace. Good defense there by Puno meeting the bid. Ito ngayon ang 𝔑𝔬𝔢 left with 10 seconds on their shot clock.
There's that switch again. Good rotation by Marinero, but
how about that ball movement?
Yeah. But that's good D actually, that they closed down and rotated pretty well, and Nonoy settles for a tough contested jumper.
Cortez has it. Again, ito na naman yung zone. And iba naman yung head of the zone this time. They really have a lot of options in that zone, but that's what they call the zone buster, the three-point shot from Andrada.
They need those 3 balls to fall. That's their game, really. And finding an open look for Andrada. Some of their threes had been contested prior to that.
𝔐𝔬𝔢.
Nice pass. Finally, an open set look for Nonoy. Just short.
But look at him chase his own miss. 𝔐𝔬𝔢 with another 3. Nothing there. An effort by Puno. Making sure Marinero picks up the rebound. Si Cortez aatake na wala sa kanya yung bola. Babalik yan sa 𝔑𝔬𝔪𝔢.
A bit out of control going up against 2 guys. Good transition defense, and 𝔐𝔬𝔢 will get a much-deserved rest. Small ball here for 𝔑𝔬𝔪 with Joaquin Manuel presumably playing that 4th spot.
Waki had also missed a lot of this conference, no? But timely return for a lot of their guys as they try to make history with the 2nd straight championship here as the bid knocks down another 3.
That's the 6th three-pointer already of De La Salle.
Visser gets Manuel up in the air and he scores.
Good leak out there. Good quick push by Marinero after that basket.
Ito si Phillips.
That's a foul.
Almost getting that to fall in, but Michael Phillips, he just plays with an incredible
sure.
motor.
It's almost unmatched at this collegiate level.
Alam mo, pag tumatakbo siya, Charles, with the basketball, awkward tingnan eh. But he still gets to the basket and he still oftentimes ends that possession with a jam.
Well, he had a lot of highlights in their last game.
Some people wait for an open lane to try and get a dunk in. Michael Phillips wants someone there to join him in a poster. Lead back up to 8 points. 43 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Second shot for Phillips. That's good. Royo back on the floor, and he was bumped by Nonoy.
Yep, good call. Foul on Nonoy. Just when it seemed like San Pedro was starting to get something, 𝔑𝔬𝔪 answers back again.
You look at this lineup of 𝔑𝔬𝔪. Lahat yan second unit guys na. Some of them third unit guys, but they still actually look like a starting lineup.
For sure. They are a deep team, I'm telling you right now.
Payosing, wala pa masyadong nagagawa here. Finally, getting something there.
Some of the recruits of De La Salle aren't even here. So Policarpio, Marasigan. There's a lot of players as Manuel gets hit by Royo. Try to draw a foul there.
Phillips. We don't see that kind of a shot from Phillips often. You know what I love also? How involved the fans of 𝔑𝔬𝔪 and of Marinero are in this game.
We've got a good crowd here. But Marinero always has fans. Right? They always come out to support. That's why it's nice. But the fans of 𝔑𝔬𝔪 have been coming out more and more lately.
Alfaro back on the floor right now. Could be another steal na recover ni Cortez. Only 2 to shoot. Alfaro puts it up. A little bit off. And the first quarter comes to a close with 𝔑𝔬𝔪 enjoying a 7-point lead that was built on the 3-point shooting of Kevin Tiambao. An incredible start to Game 2. Dahil binigyan siya ng trophy for being the MVP of this conference, and he just lit it up, Charles.
Well, 12 points, 4 3-pointers. I mean, good-looking stroke right now, shooting with confidence. Plus all the little things that he does, and he has this team up by 7. Largely in part of the way he's been shooting.
And we know we're going to see a lot more from this young man, and a lot more from 𝔑𝔬𝔪 and from Marinero. The guys in white currently up by 7 points. Umarangkada na ang Gilas Pilipinas Hoops and Skills sa Tagum, Davao and Marikina. Abangan na ang susunod na pagbisita sa Cebu City at Bulacan sa July 1 and 2. Kung ikaw ay 18 to 25 years old, mag-register na sa barangay na nakikita sa inyong mga screens for a chance to be trained by SBP coaches, at meron pa tayong surprise Gilas players. So sa mga kabarangay natin dyan, pumunta na din kayo at makisali sa games para sa exciting prizes. A foul whistle to open up the second quarter.
And a foul on Royo for running into Phillips on that screen. It's a good call.
He actually might have gotten away with one already
Kanina kay Manuel. Yeah.
Great pass by Phillips. Wacky.
Probably could have shot it, made the extra pass. That's an easy call to make. And Kutapay, well, he's always a physical player, but there you have to move also, because Phillips, he's like a pest man on the board. Like, I wouldn't want to be boxing him out because you would exert so much energy just to try to box him out, and he can still get the ball above your head.
Oh yeah. It's almost as if kapag kasi Phillips yung katapat mo for a rebound, magsusorry ka na agad sa coach mo. Manuel coming up short.
See, Phillips kept that alive. A good box out by Kutapay. Ooh, risky pass.
And it was taken away. Look at the points off turnovers. Oh, offensive foul called there.
One referee signaled 2 free throws. I think our veteran referee, si Romel Guta, will say offensive foul for jumping to the face of Jacob Cortez. Good hustle by Wacky again. He always plays hard. That's why he's also injured. But it was medyo sinubsub sa mukha with the elbow, so that's a good call.
Si Abadam pala yung natawagan ng...
You can see one referee signaling 2 free throws, but he was overruled. That's a good call. Of course, 𝔑𝔬𝔪 coaching staff complaining about that, but I think there was no question.
There's been a lot of lulls here in Game 2 with, of course, some of the calls din. Kanina kasi nagkaroon ng mini altercation with Gallego and Nonoy. parang nagkaroon yata ng confusion with the announcement
Kung sino yung foul.
ng Coliseum announcer. So that's why nagkaroon ng reaction din on the side of 𝔑𝔬𝔪. Now, something that our PBA friends are trying to fix up here as well is yung LED board natin when Joaquin Manuel made that great hustle play. He ran over to that A board. It's getting fixed up right now.
Great pressure again by Joshua David. And Cortez has a tough shot there. Good hustle.
Sobrang limited, Charles, ng mga looks ng San Beda ng Marinero Pilipino that were easy looks and easy shots. 𝔑𝔬𝔪 has been tremendous on defense.
That's a rebound by Phillips. But yeah, they're all playing hard defensively. They're moving their feet. And it's tough to get any good look against them.
Miscommunication there between Austria and Phillips.
Yeah, they're still going to try to attack switches.
Abadam. Royo got caught reaching in.
Platoon substitution. 4 guys coming in, except for CJ Austria.
Still a 7-point lead for 𝔑𝔬𝔪 LaSalle. And actually, wala pa nakakascore dito sa second quarter, Charles. It's been a scrappy first minute and a few seconds.
Yeah, we've seen 3 fouls already from Marinero in the first minute and 12. Mismatch. Austria likes a smaller guy. Good defense though.
Pag-angat ni Austria, biglang ang daming tumulong, and so he had really no option while he was midair. And we know that Austria is a guy who loves using his upper body strength. So nung nakita niyang mas maliit na Eman Tagli nakabantay, he knew he wanted to take him in the post.
My advantage eh. I think there's going to be a warning here probably on Marinero. Coach Yuri upset that he felt there should have been a travel, which he didn't get. They don't realize it. Austria doesn't realize it.
Shot clock was winding down, and perhaps medyo lack of communication on the players as well, and lack of awareness.
I even see Evan is telling, no, you should have taken that shot. And he's like, well, I expected Austria to, but Austria didn't know. So yeah, you gotta call it out.
Alfaro calling the shots right now. They're still trying to go to Cortez and trying to initiate their main scorer. But Cortez actually comes out of that play hobbling a little bit. He's trying to shake off that right foot. Mukha namang it's nothing serious, but let's see if that bothers him.
It's tough, man. He's not gonna miss game 2 of the finals.
Well, when you have that cool cat genes in your DNA in your body, you're gonna be tough.
And he has to find ways to score because they are defending very well. But that's part of being the best scorer or best offensive player in your team. You know everybody's gonna prepare for you, and the best defenders will be guarding you.
Tsaka ito si Jacob Cortez, he was one of the 4 candidates for MVP of this season of the PBA D-League. And you know what? If it was Jacob Cortez who won the award, I don't think anyone would argue. Marinero putting up some pressure of their own. 𝔍𝔞𝔪 missing. Alfaro bumped by Nwangko. That's going to be out of bounds.
This 𝔑𝔬𝔪, they really love to play fast. They really love to hit threes. And so far, it's been going in for the most part. I mean, they're shooting, 6 out of 14, 6 out of 15, 40% from 3. The question will be when teams are able to lock down and take away those, how will they find ways to score? Oh, that's going to be 8. Oh, nice.
Oh, Cortez!
Great block by Nwangko though.
Hindi lang natapos. Ganda na ng ball fake. Nelly to 𝔍𝔞𝔪.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop 3.
It's like they all have no conscience. They're like, they have the green light to shoot.
Alfaro going cross court. Nagahanap ng ward off yung coaching staff ng 𝔑𝔬𝔪. Cortez zigzagging.
Yep. Nope. That's the value of having a guy like Nwangko. What a run by Nono, man! Wow. He just ran past Tagle. I mean, it looked like the defense was there, but he just zoomed in another perfect pass by Evan. Impressive.
He just held that R2, that turbo button. nasa ano pa eh, Fast and the Furious yung nitro boost.
Yeah.
Here's Cortez. You know, Cortez has really been trying to ignite his team, but he's gonna need help, and that's a huge one from 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬
That's where maybe they can expose 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 wants to play inside. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 can pick and pop. Very good shooter.
𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 with a great pass, but an even better block from Cortez, and he lets 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 know about it.
Well, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 has been taking threes almost every time. Cortez says, I've had enough of that. Good effort there. Good block.
Bola pa rin ang 𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 trying to free himself up.
A poor pass by 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. They got numbers. They got to score in this break.
And they don't realize that 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 was not in the paint, and that could have been a golden opportunity for them. Instead, it's a turnover. 𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 on the run again. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬
foul. A wasted opportunity there for Marinero. They had numbers. They get trapped in the corner instead. End up with a deflected pass that leads to a turnover.
And it's really the turnovers that have been hurting etong Marinero Pilipino, because not only are they turning the ball over, every time they do so, it leads to something good on the other side.
Well, they already have 8 turnovers. 𝔑𝔬𝔪 has 2. Which is ironic because, Marinero's shooting better. They're shooting 45% from the field. The three-point percentage is pretty much the same, but 𝔑𝔬𝔪 has 7 more attempts than them. And that's big in a game like this.
Well, 𝔑𝔬𝔪 misses the second free throw.
Ooh, we gotta be careful with those passes.
High play. Here's the screen from Tuntapay.
Nice.
Tagle getting away.
Good little hesitation. Of course, that also happened because Tuntapay hit the 3. So 𝔬𝔠 was thinking twice, am I still gonna help or leave the guy open? He didn't, and they made a play. Good hustle again by Tagle. 𝔬� unable to seal the smaller guy.
Alam mo, bibilib ka pa rin sa vision ito ni Kevin Kiambao and how he's able to see these mismatches a split second before anyone else does. It's still a good game here. 𝔑𝔬𝔪 retaining their 7-point lead halfway through the second quarter. We'll cut to a short break. Back with more of the finals here in Game 2. Dami Tuntapay, he was one of the top scorers of Marinero Pilipino in Game 1. And in only 18 minutes, Charles, he was able to put up 16 points. Yung crucial, yung 3 of 4 from downtown.
He's really a good three-point shooter. The only knock or question you could say is, he's a physical guy. He gets into foul trouble a lot. And he has his work cut out for him going up against guys like 𝔬𝔠, Phillips, Kevin Kiambao. But I like the way he plays, man. He's a smart player. Great touch.
Dami Tuntapay will be the last person to make excuses, pero you can also imagine, how much fatigue could be coming into play dahil naglalaro din yan sa TNT Tropang Giga and the PBA on tour. Siyempre yung mga ensayo, dalawa rin yung pinag-iensayuhan niya, TNT and Marinero. Nonoy, uncorks from deep. Nope. 𝔑𝔬𝔪 loses the rebound. Tagle picks it up, but Nonoy. Wow.
Yeah, sayang. That was a 3-on-2 break again. This is number 5.
Kiambao, not that time. And Cortez was wiped away, but yeah, it's on 𝔬𝔠 the foul. So ngayon, babalik na si Phillips as 𝔬𝔠 takes a seat on that 𝔑𝔬𝔪 bench. What do you think needs to happen for Marinero to draw closer? Dahil parang itong 7-point barrier, it has stayed steady for a while.
Well, they need to convert their fast break opportunities here. Good job by Payosing getting that rebound, giving 𝔑𝔬𝔪 a dose of their own medicine. But they have to convert the transition. They've had a few opportunities with numbers, and they just turned the ball over.
Nilene trying to work a 2-man game. Cortez trying to deny Phillips. A foul called on Alfaro. This young man, 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰, he's getting a lot of playing time right now from Coach Gian Nazario.
He's athletic. I was asking Coach Topex about him. He's athletic. He plays hard, doesn't complain, gives them a lot of energy. Also able to hit that outside shot. Here's that big rebound by 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. Put back.
James 𝔑𝔫𝔢, showing us that athleticism, that leaping ability.
Ooh. That's tough. And San Beda in the penalty.
Back-to-back fouls on Alfaro, and that will send Michael Phillips to the free throw line. Well, one thing we've seen, Charles, is that they really have been trying to play Phillips extra physical.
Yeah, for sure. You have to. But here, I would agree with Coach Yuri. I think they're about to tee him up or give him another warning. What do you want Alfaro to do? He was bumping the guy rolling. Medyo manipis yung tawag, to say the least. Okay. So warning pa lang. And Yuri's asking, how do you want to defend him? I think the referee's saying, well, he gave him a bit of a shoulder check. So it's tough to see that. But I thought it was just a regular bump. But that's where you want to kind of save those cheap fouls that they were getting earlier on in the quarter. I mean, they had 3 fouls in the first minute. And now you need those fouls. And you're going to be called for you're going to give 2 free throws when the guy was just rolling to the basket.
Having sat on this and having covered games rather, with some players, syempre na even in the PBA, they would tell us most of the time na yung mga first few fouls gagamitin mo yan para sukatin kung hanggang saan yung bibigay, i-allow ng referee. But of course, it's a shorter leash in the finals, especially when it's win or go home. Talking about Marinero, Filipino.
You gotta adjust to the way it's called. Kuntapay here, missing that one.
Little too strong for Dami.
Now it's Marinero, small ball with 𝔑𝔫𝔢𝔫 playing the 4, and he gets a stop on 𝔑𝔫𝔫𝔫. Good work.
And they score though. Cortez.
Good D by Phillips. Yeah.
Oh, he gets his own miss and resets it. 𝔑𝔫𝔢𝔫.
Oh, lost the ball.
Another turnover
again.
And it's a scary tandem. Oh, Nelly and Cortez bumped into each other.
He's asking for a challenge. I don't think you can challenge here.
There's no challenge here in the D-League.
He's saying Cortez flopped.
Layo nung nilipad ni Jacob Cortez, but natatawa na lang si Evanelli.
Well, he knows how to sell calls. I mean, it's part of being a smart player.
It's a North, that's for sure. Let's see what happens here. What do you see, Coach?
May konting bomb, pero natapatan din si Jacob there. Could have been should have been foul probably.
There you see the turnover count. 11 turnovers already para sa Marinero Filipino.
To 5.
That has really hurt them.
But the 5 of Echo, the 2 came in the last 2 possessions in the break. Before that, really good job taking care of the ball. Nice
Royo
pass.
inside to Bicer.
Good passing.
Extra drop, but the defense was there.
Good recovery by Nelly.
Grabe to si Evanelli. He had 3 steals in the first quarter. Tapos dito may block pa on Yuki and Andrada. Gallego to 𝔑𝔫𝔢𝔫. 3 on the way, no good. As soon as Echo Oil touches that basketball, they want to run. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half, 7-point lead pa rin para sa Echo Oil. 𝔑𝔫𝔫 with a dribbling display. 𝔑𝔫𝔫 with an MVP move right there.
Again, he's been working on being a wing for his future career, wherever he may end up playing. And there you see the moves. Nice little pull-up jumper.
Marinero needs some sort of energy boost here. Gallego to 𝔑𝔫𝔢𝔫. Off the glass, James scores.
He's been consistent. 𝔑𝔫𝔢𝔫 has given them some baskets, but quick attack by Echo Abadam, unable to finish. Nice pass by Gallego. Smart foul there by Mark Nonoy. It's gonna be his 3rd foul, I believe, but it's a good. You gotta sacrifice for the team.
That's true. And dyan din papasok yung depth netong Echo Oil.
Yeah.
And you still get to insert a CJ Austria in lieu of a Mark Nonoy. Siguro different skill set pero equally impressive player right there. But Marinero Filipino refuses to get left behind, and a timeout will be requested right now. They're still down by 7 pero mag-uusap sila on how they plan to get back in this game. James Royo and James 𝔑𝔫𝔢𝔫, they scored 13 points each in game 1. And they've been a boost for Marinero Pilipino. Hindi sila yung biggest names on this team, maybe not yet, but they've been great contributors.
Yeah, 𝔖𝔬𝔞𝔦𝔰 a rising star, I'm telling you. He has 6 points already in this game. Look at that, 8 rebounds. Excellent game. He has 4 rebounds today. Royo does a bit of everything. He's really that steady point guard that your coach can rely on. So it's nice to have guys like those on your team. Every team needs a guard like that. And he scored and played well in game number 1.
Right now, kailangan talagang may mag-step up because, you know, their main man in Jacob Cortez, who's on the bench right now, struggling 1 of 8 from the field. Royo spinning.
Nice
oh,
move.
what a move. Could not finish it though.
Good look though.
And just not enough bodies to help with the rebounding underneath for Marinero. Etong 𝔑𝔠𝔬𝔰,
There's a mismatch. He did not see 𝔑𝔫𝔬𝔬 being guarded by 𝔑𝔫𝔬𝔬. Now they do.
𝔑𝔫𝔬𝔬, great pass to Austria.
Great pass, but at the same time, great cut. You know, it's one thing to have a great guy to pass, but you also have to know how to move without the ball, and Austria does that very well. Ooh, risky pass there.
You know, marami tayong mga nakikitang risky pass for Marinero, but it's also a result of the pressure, the great pressure of 𝔑𝔬𝔬𝔬. Gallego, 3, they needed that.
It's a big shot, good ball movement, good patience, but they got to get back on defense. Ooh, Gallego had 2 hands on Abadap there.
𝔑𝔫𝔬𝔬 attacking baseline, got stopped there. 5-on-4 as 𝔑𝔫𝔬𝔬 is slow to get down.
Gallego doesn't realize it.
But he does force a foul there. Sumobra sa head itong si Michael Phillips.
And you get that Coach Yuri coaching Gallego, saying it was a 5-on-4. Yeah, I thought they missed a foul on 𝔑𝔫𝔬𝔬.
Puno will check back in. Papalitan niya si 𝔑𝔬𝔬𝔬. Now you're left to think, okay, kanino manggagaling ngayon yung opensa? The 2 leading scorers of Marinero are Contapay and 𝔑𝔬𝔬𝔬. Both of them on the bench.
Oh, Gallego can create. Not that time though. Ooh, medyo malakas yung pasa.
Nelly coming up short. Kung ano yung lakas ng pasa, yun yung hina ng tira. Royo on the run. Andrada attacks the closeout. Here's Gallego once again. 1 dribble in. Jumper is good.
Gallego coming up big, giving them much needed baskets. It's just a 4-point game.
Gallego now with 5 points. And an offensive foul called on Phillips.
Oh, really? I guess he extended.
Oh!
I mean, I wouldn't even really call it, if you ask my opinion. Not that it matters,
yeah.
but...
No, I was actually gonna agree with you. Kasi initially, I thought lumabas yung
pero
mga
parang hindi
braso
naman
ni Phillips.
May konting binanggarin siya. But that happens. Bang play. It's tough to see that in real time, I guess.
And you know, just giving also credit to our referees. Yan talaga yung mga pinakamahihirap na itawag when and these things happen in a split second. And lahat ng mga banggaan, syempre magkakaroon ng inertia. Kumbaga, there are the forces. But Michael Phillips, he wasn't around for the entire conference for 𝔑𝔬𝔬𝔬, but when he was there, he was able to put up solid contributions.
Look at that.
But the biggest game so far was game 1.
Yeah, 19 points. Today a little bit more quiet. No, he hasn't really made an impact. He's scoring 4 points only, I believe. But his energy always there, and you kind of have to game plan for him. I mean, he's had 4 free throws and 4 rebounds. You have to game plan for him because you really have to find a way to consciously put an effort to box him out. So he played great in game number 1. Right now, they actually do need him, and they do need his energy, but he will sit down first on the bench to end this half, presumably.
And alam mo, Charles, noong 2022 PBA D-League Aspirants Cup, Phillips is the biggest reason why 𝔑𝔬𝔬𝔬 won the championship then. Andrada knocks it down. We got a 1-point game.
Nice play. Their bread and butter. Beda loves running that to set up Andrada on that flare. And they've stood their ground.
You said it earlier, mag-iiba yung laro if Marinero Pilipino knocks their 3-point shots down. That's exactly what happened. The crowd has gone wild here inside the Inares Sports Arena.
They're going to review something on Noanco's in disbelief. May have clocked someone in the face. I don't know if he did it twice, but everybody's shocked. And the intensity, the momentum has completely shifted to Marinero. You feel it in their crowd, you feel it on their bench. They've done a good job fighting back. And
what exactly changed on the court, Charles? Because kanina yung itsura ng Marinero, hindi sila makaporma. But right now, they're taking control of this game.
And their energy has been impressive. They've played great defense. They've only allowed 12 points. There's the first bump, there's the second bump to the face. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 clearing out 2 guys before the referee finally calls a foul.
Great eye, Charles. I didn't see that to begin with, but now 𝔬𝔬𝔪 gets called for a flagrant foul, penalty 1.
Such a late call. Actually, they didn't even blow that whistle right away.
And now, Marinero Pilipino, after being down by 11 points, will have a chance to take the lead with 2 free throws. Ang mabigat pa nito, Bright 𝔬𝔬𝔪, who has played a lot of minutes here in the first half, will have to sit on the bench for 3 minutes. We saw it. Yung kumpiyansa ng Marinero in attacking the basket, it changes when 𝔬𝔬𝔪 is there in the middle.
Oh, for sure. No, he's officially not credited with any block, but I saw at least 1 block, and he's changed quite a few shots.
Tsaka yung 1 of 8 ni Jacob Cortez.
Oh,
a big reason.
Nandun siya. You have to adjust your shot a bit. May help defender ka. Actually, you're asking about Marinero, how they got back. I think this guy's been huge also. Si JB Gallego. Well, that's his 6th point in the game. Actually, in this quarter, the last few minutes, siya yung medyo pumupuntos in the absence of Jacob Cortez. Malakas lang.
And he also has 2 assists. So, gotta give a lot of credit there.
Actually, medyo dumudugo nga siya sa pulsa dun You can see some blood on his lip.
Jenkins Messina there on your screens earlier.
Yeah. It's a 9-0 run, huh?
Jude Roque, of course. 9-0 run for Marinero Pilipino, Charles. And they have tied the game up. Can they take the lead, though? Gallego. Nothing there. Rebound taken by 𝔑𝔬𝔪. 40 seconds left in the first half. 𝔬𝔬𝔪, pull-up jumper, was fouled by Gallego.
Poor foul there. Friends na sila ngayon, wala nang galit-galit sa foul nila. I was going to say, that's a bailout foul by Gallego. It's already a long contested 2. Sana na-control niya lang, and you have the momentum.
It was already the shot that you would have wanted to give Mark 𝔬𝔬𝔪, right? Now, they give 2 free throws to 𝔬𝔬𝔪. Oh, pero alam mo, ito yung pinaka-ayaw ng mga player. Yung you're already getting into your free throw routine.
Pinigil ng ref?
Oo, kukunin yung bola, but 𝔬𝔬𝔪 makes it anyway. I remember seeing some players before na talagang nagalit sila nung they were already going through their routine. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 gives the lead back to 𝔑𝔬𝔪. It's only a 1-point lead.
Good rebound.
But Marinero Pilipino gets the possession. Malaki pa yung pagitan ng shot clock and game clock, about 9 seconds. So there will be 1 more possession, 1 more or 2 after this. Pero Marinero trying to take the lead. Gallego putting on the 3.
Big shot, JB Gallego, the man right now for Marinero. Giving him the lead. They were down by as much as 11 points. And he already has 9 points in the game.
All of those scored here in the second quarter. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 to take the lead back.
That hurts.
𝔬𝔬𝔪 step side off the glass. How difficult do you want it to be? Mark 𝔬𝔬𝔪 provides.
I mean, look, great defense by Puno. Step back, but he well contested. And that's just deflating. All the momentum's on your side. You get them to shoot a shot like that. And parang, sakit naman nun. But hey, it is what it is. Give credit to 𝔬𝔬𝔪 for, I mean, the basketball gods being kind to him, perhaps.
Well, I'm sure Marinero Pilipino will look at that scoreboard and say, hey, we're now just down by 1 from being down by 11. We got a ball game here. 𝔑𝔬𝔪 up 43-42. We'll be back to discuss what happened in the first half. We've reached a fold here inside the Inara Sports Arena in Game 2 of the PBA D-League Aspirants Cup 2023 Finals. 𝔑𝔬𝔪 lamang ng isa over the Marinero Pilipino skipper San Beda. You got 𝔠𝔬𝔞 and Coach Charles Q bringing you the action of the finals. Maraming salamat po sa pagsama niyo sa amin. Bago tayo nagsimula, Coach, we saw the awarding of the best player of the conference. One of the candidates was Kurt Rayson. Alam mo yung 4 na candidates natin, very deserving. Isa doon si Kevin Kiambao, of 𝔑𝔬𝔂, who's he doesn't get to a triple-double, but he fills up the stat sheet every single game. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 also part of the mix.
Kevin's playing great again today. I mean, much deserving of that award. Jacob has struggled today, but he's been really good. This entire conference has itong si 𝔖𝔱𝔞𝔦𝔰, a very solid player for Perpetual.
Yeah, napabilib kami ni Coach Johnny Escobar because we watched Nitura for the first time here in the D-League. But like you said, no, the award went to Kevin Kiambao. Very deserving. And, you know, to start this game, mainit agad si Kiambao. Although it was Dami Contapa who first scored with a three-pointer. Yung unang 5 field goal na nakita natin here in Game 2 were all three-pointers.
Well, they've combined for 15 three-pointers already, on pace to shoot more than they did last game. No, game number 1, both teams combined for 27. You don't see that much in the finals, I guess. But yeah, it's been, the three ball has been a huge part of both these teams. 𝔑𝔬𝔂 were up by 7 after the first quarter. No, second quarter naman, you know, give credit to Marinero. They really fought back, down by as much as 11. Pero no, after this big jumper by Kevin Kiambao, it was the JV Gallego show who really was huge in that second.
Definitely. And in the second quarter na naghahanap ng puntos etong Marinero Pilipino, they were the ones who saw their three-pointers go in. Pati si Mark Nonoy, may mga tres din siya. That was a big one. And it would have been a Marinero Pilipino 2-point lead here at the first at halftime kung hindi pumasok yung mahirap na tres na yun ni Nonoy right at the buzzer.
I think one crucial statistic here you see is the rebounding battle. 𝔑𝔬𝔂, they're great. I mean, we showed how they dominated the glass, but Marinero, they're the ones winning this rebounding battle. They're shooting better than De La Salle. The only thing that's really haunted them or hurt them are their turnovers. 11 turnovers that have led to 16 points for the Salle. So it's a 16-4 turnover points advantage for 𝔑𝔬𝔂. That's huge in a 1-point ball game like this. Imagine if they kept those possessions alive, got a shot instead, and you're shooting what, close to 45% from the field. Those are good numbers. So sayang ang mga opportunity na yon. But I mean, for 𝔑𝔬𝔂 on the other side, their three-point shooting has been great. Also 8 threes in the first half. You know, Kevin had 4 in the first quarter. A bit quiet after, but they've still done a good job for the most part.
And if you're Coach Yuri Escueta, you'll probably talk to your boys, pointing out the numbers on the stat sheet. Hey, we're shooting better, rebounding better, pati assists lamang sila. It really needs to be some cleanup in taking care of that basketball. As we see the leading scorers, hindi natin makikita si Jacob Cortez, who's stuck with just 4 points on 1 of 8 shooting. But certainly some step-ups for Marinero.
Well, Gallego had 9 points all in that second quarter. Actually, all in the last 5 minutes nga yata ng second quarter. For 𝔑𝔬𝔂, the guy who's been quiet is itong si Michael Phillips, who had 19 naman nung game 1. Right now, just with 4 points, also has 2 fouls. But you know, I expect Jacob Cortez to bounce back in the second half because you know he's a good, talented kid. I mean, the great ones usually find ways to contribute.
And that's why we'll take a closer look at Jacob Cortez here in the second half. We know that he can't keep a good man down for so long. Pero itong 𝔑𝔬𝔂, tulad ng sinabi natin, gusto na nang tapusin niya yun. You don't want to go up against a team that's as deadly as Marinero Pilipino in a do-or-die Game 3. Which is the target, of course, of Marinero Pilipino San Beda. Like we mentioned, nung meeting nila in the regular season or the elimination round, nanalo itong Marinero Pilipina via a game winner from Peter Alfaro. A 3 at the buzzer.
I think what's crucial is they're able to defend. If you're able to stop 𝔑𝔬𝔂, especially in transition, then you'll have a chance. 𝔑𝔬𝔂 has 10 fast break points, 16 points of turnovers. You combine that's what, 26 out of the 42. A lot of it has been off transition, and second chance points as Cortez will be called for a foul. That is a good call. Cannot complain there.
He had to shift from denying Michael Phillips to fronting 𝔬𝔤𝔤. So doon nagkaroon ng foul with that body check almost.
So Marinero has been switching, and for the most part, they actually haven't been hurt with all the switches they're doing. I mean, the guards, yeah, they hit some threes on the switches, but I haven't really seen 𝔑𝔬𝔂 make them pay inside for a switch, despite the smaller guards matching up with sila Phillips or Nwankwo. It's been relatively okay.
You make a solid point there, Coach Charles, as we've seen actually itong si Michael Phillips, ilang beses na mas maliit yung nagtatry mag-deny at mag-front sa kanya. But it's working okay. Maybe not in the best of scenarios, But Marinero Pilipino's defense has been holding its own.
That was close. And this 4 small lineup of Marinero has been working, or at least giving some problems to 𝔑𝔬𝔢. They're putting Payusin at the 4. They feel he can guard 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔬𝔢, who's been playing in the perimeter, not really inside. Nice floater by Alfaro. Gets it to drop.
We're tied once again, 44 apiece for 𝔑𝔬𝔢 and Marinero. The same two teams that met in the finals last season. However, last time around, iba pa yung itsura nitong Marinero Pilipino because they were in San Beda back then. A foul called again on Cortez.
Soft, no, I think it's on Alfaro.
Oh, Alfaro, that is.
That's soft. I mean, not really. He's bumping the guy rolling. You can't expect to just move out of the way or... I don't know, man.
Alfaro now has 4 fouls, kaya papalitan siya ni Royo.
That's tough. It's the same referee who called it both times on Alfaro for what he did in the first half, too. There's the switch. Now, let's see how they make them pay. Good pass.
Wow.
There you go.
Usually, it's 𝔍𝔫𝔬𝔢 setting up Phillips. That time, it was the other way around.
Good pass. You know, because I am sure the coaches of 𝔑𝔬𝔢, they have prepared at the half to make their adjustments, to make Marinero pay for all these switches. And there it is, transition. Missed layup though for Escandor. They will give 2 free throws to 𝔍𝔫𝔬𝔢, I believe.
Good effort for Payusin to try and contest that, pero inabot lang rin talaga. So that will mean more free throws. Just like what happened in the second quarter, Coach Charles, maaga pa lang nakaipon na ng fouls agad itong Marinero Pilipino. They have 3 in just 1 minute and 17 played here in the third quarter. However, 𝔑𝔬𝔢 hasn't exactly been able to capitalize, missing some free throws. 8 of 12 na itong 𝔑𝔬𝔢 de La Salle.
If you're San Beda, you gotta stay out of penalty. That's really what hurt them in the second quarter. Ito na naman, same thing. 1 minute plus, 3 fouls already.
Payusin trying to get it to Royo. Cortez.
Yeah. And that's what Yuri is asking. He's asking the referee in front of him that there's a hand check and you're not calling. Thankfully, the other referee, to see Romel Gruta, seeing it, he's upset.
Coach Yuri very unhappy about that. Well, initial non-call, eventually naman tumawag.
Yeah, tumawag naman. That's why there are 3 referees.
Cortez trying to get past 𝔑𝔬𝔢 using the screen of Payusin. Cortez, nothing there. The block by Phillips on Payusin.
The shots Cortez are taking are so tough. Salle would just pull up to you.
Oh, and Phillips wanted to throw it down. Unsuccessful. Cortez on the run. Shake on Cortez.
Great defense
Still not
again.
getting any.
But I like that 𝔑𝔬𝔢, they're not fouling. I mean, they're playing some good D, making them earn it. Nothing easy. Look at the mismatch here. They get it to Phillips. Oh, he's looking to pass that.
Escandor from the corner. That's a 3.
That's great ball movement. Great extra pass by 𝔑𝔬𝔢. Phillips so unselfish. He had Royo on him. Didn't even look. Sabi niya, I'll just find the open guy. Because they know how much Marinero's defense is collapsing on those switches and the mismatches.
Alam niya na may parating na help eh.
Oo.
And he was willing to share that rock. Royo.
That's what 𝔑𝔬𝔢 does. That's why he's there. He plays hard on defense.
Great discipline on defense. Here's Gallego and Marinero Pilipino. They've been stymied here in the third. 𝔍𝔫𝔬𝔢 this time takes it strong.
This is what you don't want if you're Marinero. You don't want to play in the same pace as 𝔑𝔬𝔢 because they will run you to the ground with their tempo. Good job by 𝔍𝔫𝔬𝔢. That was a tough layup. Kung Tapay defended that well, all of a sudden it's back to an 8-point lead.
Nagtabla tayo at 44 apiece, but then 𝔑𝔬𝔢 La Salle surging with an 8-0 run, powered by their defense. And on the other side, 𝔍𝔫𝔬𝔢, he said, what defense from Marinero? He just went around 2 defenders and got his 2 points. One thing that's excellent about 𝔑𝔬𝔢 La Salle, pinag-usapan na natin yung depth nila eh. But then how they're able to tap into that depth, the skill that they have there. Look how much they share that basketball, Coach Charles, in Game 1. 33 assists as a team.
And today, just 12. And that's what taking him out of your game is. So give credit also to Marinero. Nice passing. Way to break the press. Good patience there. And they needed that basket badly. Kasi momentum already shifting to 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. Pero ito, those downhill attacks, those are deadly. You score and in 6 seconds, 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 has scored. Nelly goes for a layup.
And Nelly just smiles.
Yeah, gotta get back to defense.
Andrada swinging it. Royo losing the basketball. Tumatakbo na naman ang 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. They are playing with such fast pace.
Yes. They can afford to. The rotation is so much deeper. Here's the mismatch now. Phillips wants to attack Cortez. Ooh.
𝔑𝔤𝔢 from deep.
But I guess you can live with that rather than Phillips getting a layup. Yun nga lang, Kevin 𝔑𝔬𝔢 is a bad man today. That's his 5th three-pointer already. The leading scorer in this game.
He really is proving that he does deserve that MVP award that was given to him.
Nice pass by Cortez.
That was a beautiful pass, but Kuntapay missing on the first 2 attempts.
Oh, sayang. Those are the gimmies that you absolutely have to make. And they're getting tired. 𝔑𝔬𝔢 is also tired. Kuntapay is tired. Look, Kevin's winning. He asked for a sub already. That's the pace of this quarter. And that favors 𝔑𝔬𝔢. Here's the mismatch.
Kuntapay gives up a foul. He wants out of this game for now. He needs some rest.
Yes, but that's your 4th team foul. And later on, you might need that foul. But yeah, I guess he is that tired. It's a highly intense game. It's a quality, fast-paced game.
Yeah. Just how 𝔑𝔬𝔢 switched it on here in the 3rd quarter. Charles, remember again, tabla tayo kanina at 44. Now it's an 11-point lead for the guys in white.
And there's the switch again. Nonoy likes this matchup against Viser, but passes it off to Manuel.
A miss from deep.
But you know, the 2 times they went to the post to Phillips on the switch, they got a good shot out of it. One was a layup for 𝔑𝔬𝔢, another was a 3-ball for 𝔑𝔬𝔢 also.
Gallego was actually in the game for the first few minutes of the 3rd quarter, but he never really got a look. Eh, siya yung mainit ng second. Here's Nonoy. He loves these transition threes.
Yeah, here they come again. Got to get back on defense. So it helps also. You got to score or get to the free throw line to stop the pace. Because if not, if you let 𝔑𝔬𝔢 run, it's tough. I don't see much college teams able to run to them.
9 points for Mark Nonoy. Andrada starting to heat up. He's got 10.
Simple action to make 𝔑𝔬𝔢 pay for the hedge. Nice little pick and pop. Good find by Cortez. That's a foul. Just too quick, Mark Nonoy.
Is there a guy who's faster and more explosive on the first step than Mark Nonoy in college right now?
Not sure. I don't think so, man. Shiftier, I think there are guys, but in terms of raw speed and that explosiveness, it's tough.
Yung grabe sa kanya is, yung iba kasi ang bibilis pag nakabuelo na eh. When in stride, si Mark Nonoy from yung 0 to 100 niya is incredible.
Any 100 niya mas mabilis rin sa lahat, I think.
When you're talking about Mark Nonoy's 100, everyone else is 60.
Yeah. Here's the trap. Let's see how Beda breaks it.
Alioso.
Actually, Andrada was open for the drop pass. And this is where you feel that pressure mounting already. The fans are behind 𝔑𝔬𝔢. They have full momentum. You can't stop them. You're starting to be tentative with your plays. You need baskets. You need to trim this lead down. And you know, they were able to respond well in the first half. Pero, blow by.
Nonoy missing the layup, though.
Good help. Defense. They got a score, Marinero.
𝔑𝔬𝔢 has outscored Marinero 19-6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Again.
Great pass, but you know the defense is there. Ben Phillips getting the block.
Yeah, great effort by Phillips. I like how Cortez is passing in this quarter, to be honest. The guys just have to finish them. He's been getting it inside, but they've missed some layups.
Nelly setting things up para sa 𝔑𝔬𝔢. This time he takes the shot by himself. No good. He's there with a rebound.
Andrada likes this matchup against Manuel.
That's only going to be the 2nd team foul of
I
𝔑𝔬𝔢. think it's also important to note that for most of the elimination round, 𝔑𝔬𝔢𝔰 actually played undermanned. Michael Phillips was not available nung una nilang nakatapat itong Marinero Pilipino. Lots of other guys as well. Payusing.
That's a foul.
Austria could not control his close out.
And they need that. They need these free throws to slow the game down a bit. Let them set up their defense. For the most part, their half-court defense has been okay. In transition defense, it's a different story.
Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, ito na yung biggest lead ng 𝔑𝔬𝔢 at 14, and Payusing unable to trim that. James Payusing with 6 points. He was efficient early on, pero nanahimik na rin eh. Na-limit na rin ng depensa nitong 𝔑𝔬𝔢𝔰. He makes the second of 3 free throws.
Yeah, you need to rally this last 4 minutes if you're Marinero. Get it down to single digits, because if it goes up to 15, 16 points, man, this game's going to be over soon.
Well, Payusing makes 2 of 3. Ano yung number that they want to get to?
I see 6 to 8. I think you have lots of time to do that.
By the end of the third, you mean?
Yeah. Especially ngayon, wala si Michael Phillips, wala si 𝔑𝔫𝔫𝔫. Now's a chance to make a run. Yun lang, nandyan pa rin si Nere, pati si Nona, and he's trying to dance here with Andrada, who's done a good job so far.
Nere. Oh, he just makes mincemeat of the defense.
It's nice to have a guard like that who can attack the bigs and create his own shot.
He's just so confident, too.
There's a double on Payusing. Nice move.
And Payusing able to score.
Just erased Mark Nona at the post there.
And he wasn't bothered as well by Nelly, who was trying to help.
Great composure. They want to attack again. Uh-oh.
Nelly looks like he's hurt.
I think he'll be okay, but you got to foul if you're 𝔑𝔬𝔢.
Nelly is...
He's not moving. He's holding his knee. Hopefully, wala masyado.
It was on the stop that...
Yeah. That's not a good sign.
He's walking on it, so that's good. Pero parang he's really limping.
Na-hyperextend konti doon. The whole LaSalle crowd's just gone quiet, actually.
Yeah.
They're worried for sure, but I think medyo na-hyperextend lang.
They're after a championship here, pero alam natin itong LaSalle basketball program, they have a lot of bigger goals ahead. We'll cut to a timeout. We'll be back after this. Evan Nelly has been the facilitator of both the offense and defense of 𝔑𝔬𝔢. You know, we know that he can score. We know how effective he is offensively. Pero tingnan mo naman yung 5 steals, Charles. 3 of those in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's done a really good job leading this team on both ends of the floor, making plays like this, and then the defense that you talked about. I mean, I hope he's okay, but no, he's been a really solid point guard, and I think he's okay. He gave Coach Caloy the thumbs up, was checking on him. So we should see him back. Well, let's see if they'll need him back.
Yeah, if this lead grows further, baka hindi na bumalik itong si Evan Nelly. But at the same time, ito yung pagkakataon that Marinero Pilipino wants to maximize. With no Nelly on the floor, Jacob Cortez trying to go to work. Kuntapay, the outside, Binlis sa tres. There was a battle for the rebound, and it's going to be a double foul or loose ball foul.
See Alex Visser pushing down, see Ben Phillips. And that's what I'm saying. You could have saved those cheap fouls that you were committing earlier and not be in the penalty. You're fouling a guy 90 feet from the basket. They're not even trying to make a play, and you put Phillips in the free throw line. And when you're down by 14, I mean, you want to get as many stops as you can.
So Ben Phillips, you know, without the clock moving, he finds himself at the line, but misses that first one. Phillips did not play the entire first half, see Ben. But as soon as he checked in the third quarter, he made that big block earlier. Coach Topex Robinson, of course, the head coach of the De La Salle Green Archers program, pero pinaubayan niya muna kay Coach Gian Nazario itong PBA D-League Aspirants Cup. Charles, this lead has grown.
Ooh.
And Cortez finally makes his presence felt.
Nice spin. I was about to say, great defense already by 𝔂𝔂𝔬𝔪, who's shown that he can guard bigger and smaller guys. Pero ito, natawagan ng foul. Nice spin. Although may hawak doon ng konti. Pero,
Well, Jacob Cortez is just 2 for 12 from the field. What I'm surprised about is he hasn't taken a lot of three-pointers. Puno grabs the offensive rebound, trying to get space underneath.
Paganda, naka 4-point play sila doon. Puno using his length.
Austria.
Nice pass.
Out to Phillips. Fumbled that pass a little bit. Manuel gets the flyby. Waki. Oh, he hurt his knee. Waki Manuel.
And they call an offensive foul to make things worse.
He clutches onto his knee and he looks like he's in extreme pain.
He'll be okay. I think knee lang. I hope he's okay. Nice flyby. Ito sa pool sa tuhod eh. Yeah, nag-knee-to-knee collision.
Or we really are hoping for the best.
I hope. He looked like he was gonna stand up, pero ito parang humiga ulit.
Really clutching on to that left knee. We never want to see anyone like this. And if you just tuned in, a couple of possessions ago, Evanelli looked like he hurt his left knee as well. Pero Nelly is back on the bench. He was able to walk after niya indahin yung pain kanina. Waki Manuel right now, a little bit more mobile. Tingnan natin kung makakatayo siya by himself.
Just has to catch his breath. Waki's tough, man. Ano yan na...
Galing na yan sa injury eh.
Yeah. If he can walk, let's see if he can walk. Hasn't tried to take a step yet. I think he's okay. He just said he's okay.
There he is.
Yeah, he should be fine. Charlie horse are knee-to-knee, which are painful.
Yeah, kasi kapag natamaan ng buto yung muscle, it locks up and, you know, there's a lot of pain involved in that. Tinabi talaga siya kay Evan Nelly, no, in the medical area of that Echo Oil bench right now.
Waki's tough, man. He'll be all right.
Oh, for sure. In the meantime, Marinero Filipino really trying to make the most of what they can do with 1:42 remaining in the third quarter. Payusing goes to Hopia.
Look at Austria trash talking Payusing. Obviously, they're two good friends. Teammates din yan sa mga liga sa labas. Ooh.
Oh, a foul called on Hopia. On that beautiful spin from Phillips.
But you see how fast it was? He just had the turnover. What happened? I mean, we were looking at Austria and them going down, and next thing you know, the ball's in the paint on Phillips. So, Echo Oil with intent to really run hard and push.
Kasi meron din silang personnel to do it,
For
diba?
sure.
Phillips makes the first free throw. Motor Mike Phillips. Giving Echo Oil a solid 12-point lead. Can make it 13 with this one. Could it do so?
Marinero still hanging in there.
You were talking about them trying to get it down to 6 or 8. Well, Cortez finally 2 buckets here in the third quarter.
Look at Nonoy. Ooh, good recovery by Puno. And ooh, Nonoy's hurt. He's hurt, holding his neck. 5 and 4. And Nonoy's down. Let's see if they're going to stop it. The referees haven't seen it. Now they do. Not sure where he got hit. Of course, Coach Gian Nazario a bit upset.
Hopia, I think, might have been the one who hit Nonoy inadvertently. Kasi siya agad yung lumapit eh, and checked on Mark Nonoy.
I'd love to see. I didn't see that happen in
It was
real
too
time,
quick.
Yeah?
Anything that involves Mark Nonoy, it happens too fast. Pero yun nga yata yung kinaiinis or nirereklamo ni Coach Gian Nazario ngayon, that there should have been a foul called, he feels, in that collision.
Baka pag-landing na kasi pagpasa niya eh.
But I also, feel for Echo Oil. Yes, they're still up by 10, but this is the third guy who got hurt for them in the same quarter.
Like in the last 5 minutes of game action or so. I think Mark will be okay.
Ang nakakatakot rin lang kasi dyan, Coach Charles, is he's holding on to the back of his head. So concussion protocol, and you gotta be worried and aware of that possibility. They're checking on him, and we'll try to get word on the three guys, Mark Nonoy, Joaquin Manuel, and Evan Nelly, who all got hurt.
Couldn't see it. Didn't get a replay either.
Ten-point lead for Echo Oil. They're checking on him right now, and we hope all three players are okay.
There's the switch again. There. Now Phillips makes it pay.
And the pressure again put on by Echo Oil. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. 12 na naman, yun naman ng Echo Oil. Cortez, nice good pass to Hopia, but he hesitated with Phillips right there. David goes to Quiambao. Another three, not this time.
Try to score if they can. Good move by Payusing.
Payusing just couldn't convert the layup. Cortez trying to get it to Hopia, who wasn't ready for the pass.
I got 3 on 2.
David to Quiambao.
Oh, no. Sloppy play for both teams.
And they want to settle this. Marinero Filipino. They want to take the last shot. Cortez.
Really big.
Quiambao and Cortez bump into each other. No foul whistle. They're okay. And Echo Oil will take a 12-point lead into the fourth quarter. Nothing beats watching your favorite basketball stars and cheering your hearts out live at the venue. Witness 2 world-class basketball games at the FIBA Basketball World Cup for as low as 999 pesos. So what are you waiting for? Get your tickets now at philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. FIBA World Cup, #win for all. Final 10 minutes. It could be the final 10 minutes of Game 2 or of the entire PBA D-League Aspirants Cup 2023.
To me, it really depends on this first 2-3 minutes of this quarter. I mean, we'll see if we'll have a ball game, or we'll see if Echo Oil will be having a back-to-back championship.
Evan Nelly, he was able to return to the game already. Dun sa final sequence of that third quarter, he's back on the floor still. Pero we're still trying to get word on Mark Nonoy and Joaquin Manuel. Si Nonoy okay na but then si Manuel,
I think he'll be okay.
His right knee is still being attended to.
Stingers.
Left knee. 𝔍𝔞𝔪 and Alfaro getting tangled up. A foul called on 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔤. 12-point lead. This is very manageable at this point. But knowing your opponents, if you're Marinero, alam mong deadly rin yung Echo Oil na katapat mo, you need to be more efficient. Here's Andrada, wide open. Yukian could not hit it. And that's going to be Echo Oil basketball.
3-point percentage of Marinero slowly going down. Kanina 40%, now below 33%, 7 out of 22. I mean, that's a factor. Ooh, what a pass. Gotta catch that.
𝔍𝔞𝔪 missing, Payusing grabbing the board.
Lumiibang si Payusing, no?
He's a leaper. What a pass though, pero Andrada could not complete the play. Nelly to Austria. Fast break perfection.
Yeah, that's what can't happen. Can't commit turnovers. Especially when you have a chance.
Ooh. Offensive foul called on Marinero. Alam mo yung masakit pa doon. Pumasok yung tira ni Alfaro after the whistle. That's not gonna count. Nonoy is also checking back in.
Yeah, they're fine now.
Right after that basket mula kay Austria, he gets replaced by Nonoy. This lead back up to 14. Nelly?
So I think we got some report. Waki has a bit of a hyperextended left knee. Si Nonoy naman nasiko raw ni Hopia ng play na yun. We couldn't see it. Sabi mo nga, nag-sorry si Hopia sa kanya. But
Nonoy and Nelly are back on the floor.
Yeah,
and
all is well.
Yeah. Si Joaquin Manuel, I don't see him on the bench though of 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 anymore.
Mukhang nagpapastretch lang sa likod.
Perhaps, yeah. It's getting very physical here.
For sure. Nagkakainitan na rin. Andrada has a mismatch. Oh my. Poor pass by Payosing. But what caused that was Mark Nonoy on the weak side, trying to help Nelly on the post. So they had to do that skip pass and it was wayward.
Masyadong palubo rin no? And 𝔟𝔢𝔠𝔞𝔦𝔰 could not handle it.
Wow.
Nelly breaks down the defense.
I told you that knee is fine.
I know. And he's really proving it to us.
Yeah. Just turn on the Jets too. Talk about first step. You have two guards who can just explode.
Kontapay being guarded by Nuangco. 16 points is the lead of 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. It's the biggest of this game so far. Kontapay trims that by hitting a three.
He was about to get subbed also by Coach Yu. Sabi ni Coach, sige, teka. Mamaya na lang.
𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. They have their main guys pretty much on the floor. Siguro yung nasa benches. Mike Phillips. 𝔠𝔤𝔫.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Good D by Andrada. Yeah, you expect Mike Phillips and Austria to come back. 𝔠𝔤𝔫 gives them energy, but you want the veteran. Nice shot pick by Kontapay, but
That's
not so sure
yeah.
what that was. Yeah.
It's not exactly what you want to do down by 13
Keep it simple.
with timeout on your side.
Keep it simple. Every possession counts right now. But Coach, you're still coaching well. Look at him. Still always chill. Ooh.
Nelly.
There's the switch again.
Here's Nonoy with a side three. That would have been huge. Nuangco with a rebound. It's still with 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢.
That's what happens when you switch. Now there's a smaller guy and the big, nobody to box him out.
Nelly in front of Visser. Oh, that's a bomb from Evan Nelly.
Man.
As tough as the shot can get. Oh, Cortez. Beautiful recovery by Nuangco on that block. Coach Charles, yan yung sinasabi natin. How much of an impact Bright Nuangco has made without having to touch that basketball on offense.
Wait, he also gave him the defensive rebound that led to 3 points. So that's 5 points already. You could say that he's had an impact on without it showing in his name in the score sheet. But that's a great play. You know, I hate to kind of rub it in, but Evan Nelly, this could have been his team too. He could still have been playing with San Beda had he not transferred to 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. Boy, was he great the NCAA when he was playing for San Beda. Now, I'm sure the LaSalle fans love him.
Oh, for sure. And, well, he's now trying to tow his current team to a championship here in the PBA D-League. Ito na naman si Evan. Stops again.
He checked.
Not that time.
He checked na yun.
He was already smiling as soon as he let go of that shot.
Give it to him, man. He's been hitting those shots. That's Andrada. Big shot. If you're San Beda, just manage it. Try to make one run. One run is all you need.
Sinusubukan ni Andrada buhayin ulit itong Marinero Pilipino. They're in a deep hole, but nothing is set in stone yet. Austria, 3-0. Nuangco with another board. Nonoy unsuccessful, and it's Cortez grabbing that rebound. He's pushing the basketball. He sees a lane, goes to Alfaro. Short.
Great pass though, great shot. And here they get a steal. This could be big. Ooh, tough shot.
It was a very difficult shot. And Coach Gian is asking for a timeout.
Settle them down and get Mike Phillips in the game. Execute. You're just a few plays away from clinching this championship. That's a good timeout.
And kahit tayo, kailangan na natin huminga ng konti with how fast and intense the action has been. It's still a 13-point lead for 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 with 5.5 minutes to go. In 5.5 minutes, we can possibly know two things. Will we need a Game 3, or will 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰 make it back-to-back championships in the D-League? 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 trying to do something about that. He had 8 points in Game 1, but here in this game,
He has 10.
he has 13, I believe, after that three-pointer
Yes.
earlier. 𝔐𝔞 has been a staple, di ba, of the Marinero Filipinos and Beda unit.
I love this game, man. Smart big man, great hands, great shooting touch. They have two bigs who can really shoot in Andrada and Gundapa. It's nice to have weapons like those.
I think really in this duel between Marinero and 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰, we're seeing a handful of the best young players in the college scene.
Same little post action for Phillips.
𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰. 3-ball for Kevin 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰. That is his 6th three-pointer.
And a sigh of relief kasi medyo lumamig na siya after the 4 in the first quarter.
He's 6 of 10 from downtown. A foul called on 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰. Ito, tingnan natin. 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰 with the catch and shoot. And he's 1 rebound away from a double-double. On the same day that he was named PBA D-League MVP, will he be able to win a championship? Right now, signs point to yes.
Yep. You know what, I'm having a hard time? They're asking me to pick who the best players. I can't decide between Evan Nelly or Kevin 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰. 𝔐𝔬𝔢 scored more, rebounded more, but I love the impact of Nelly and what he's done for this team, man. I mean, the floor general leadership that he's brought, the steals, the assists.
Yung mahirap kasi, Charles, para sila nag-alternate. Parang, ikaw muna. It started with Kevin 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰 knocking down a bunch of three-pointers in the first quarter. In the second quarter, I think one of the most impactful players was Mike Phillips.
Yes.
And in the third, in the fourth, Evan Nelly, we saw him take over.
Nelly has 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals, and a block. And he's a plus 25. Kevin, 23, 9, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. I don't know, man.
I'll leave that tough decision to you.
And we'll see. They gotta win. They gotta win the game first. And Beda still, Marineros and Beda still has time.
16-point deficit is what Marinero Filipino is staring at. It's been their turnovers that's really hurt them. Notoy says, let's settle down. Nelly to Phillips. There's the jam!
And Nelly, he gets the assist, but he's not pointing at Phillips. He's pointing at Mark Nonoy, who made that hockey assist to him. And you love to see that.
Look at this. Royo was lost because of the ball movement of 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰. And Mike Phillips finishing that play the only way he knows how. Rocking that rim. It's 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰 now up by 18. The FIBA World Cup 2023 is coming to Signal Pay-Per-View. Avail of the early bird offer for only 550 pesos until July 15. Yung offer niyan, so you can watch all the games commercial-free and in high definition. You can also get a chance to win authentic Gilas Pilipinas merchandise. Visit signal.tv for more details. Available din yan for all satellite subscribers. Very exciting time in the Philippines for basketball fans. Finals sa PBA D-League, tapos may PBA on tour, tapos yung FIBA World Cup, pasunod na rin. Here's 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰.
We are lucky to be in this country for basketball.
Oh,
some really good basketball.
Nelly. Yung dalawang nagpapahirap sa buhay mo ngayon, nag-2-man game pa. Nelly missing that layup though. Felt that he was fouled.
Ooh, near steal again.
Andrada, beautiful shot there. 15 points for 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰.
That's only the 8th point of Marinero in this quarter. And only the 24th in this half, while 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔰 had 27 in the third. And that really was difference maker. Ooh, look at 𝔠𝔠𝔪 dance. That's tough to stop.
Oh, 𝔠𝔠𝔪 just botching the layup. David, nope. Phillips losing it.
And that's 𝔦𝔫𝔳𝔢𝔰 again. That little hustle just saved them 2 points.
It's not always about getting the steal, right?
Yeah.
It's about disrupting sometimes. That's enough. Coach Topex Robinson is up from his seat. I think he's contesting that.
There should have been fouls.
Yeah, but yung kanina kay Mike Phillips. A timeout will be requested here by Marinero Filipino, I believe. They're down by 16. 3 minutes remaining. Odds are stacked against them, but it's the finals. And siguro, Coach Charles, nung mga simula ng PBA D-League, may mga goals to mga teams. They want to improve on chemistry. They want to incorporate new players. But when you're this deep already in the tournament, isa na lang ang nasa isip mo, you want to win. Our favorite international basketball stars are coming. Catch the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup from August 25 to September 10, 2023 on TV5 and One Sports.
It's going to be 2 weeks of great basketball. But no, I love the point that you just made. Right now, though, it seems like it's 𝔑𝔠𝔪 has just played a little bit better than Marinero. I mean, look, coming from a tough, you could say, humiliating Game 1 defeat where they were really outclassed, they really gave a good fight. But the firepower of 𝔑𝔠𝔪 just too much. And let's face it, they are the more talented team. Let's make no mistake about that. But the effort was there for Marinero.
And, you know, it was really the defense, right? You were harping on that, how defense set the tone for how this game has gone. Phillips finding a way.
Good patience by Michael Phillips to just stick with the play. And he's also nearing a double-double himself now with his 11th point and 9th rebound.
There was the littlest of space available, but that was all Mike Phillips needed. Motor Mike with a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, there were 3 red shirts and they couldn't stop him, man. It's tough.
Phillips gets the double digits in points. He now has that double-double. Meron pa yung 4 na assists.
Also, he got the 10 rebound. Nice. Yeah.
And he also has 3 steals, Coach. Kuntapay knocking down another 3.
Yeah, I mean, 𝔑𝔠𝔪 got contributions from everybody. Mark 𝔠𝔠𝔪, Michael Phillips, Kevin Campbell, of course, Evan Nele. They're stacked with some star power, man.
You know, the time left on the clock suggests that it's going to be 𝔑𝔠𝔪 winning a championship. But the way that Marinero is still trying to fight, I don't want to call it yet.
Yeah, give them credit. I mean, this Marinero, that's their identity. They don't back down from anybody. I mean, this is pretty much in the bag for 𝔑𝔠𝔪, barring a meltdown of tremendous proportions. But I really don't see it happening. I think they have enough experience to kind of weather the storm.
Jacob Cortez. I think it depends sa talaga rin ng 𝔑𝔠𝔪 kay Jacob Cortez yung mabigat.
Look at that. They just had 2 guys collapse into him and 𝔠𝔠𝔪 is there to rotate and steal that drop pass. Ang bibilis nila.
3 of 16 si Jacob from the field, but on top of that, may 5 turnovers din.
Not his game.
That's a lot of respect also that 𝔑𝔠𝔪 has for Cortez. You know, they made it a point to lock down on him. 1 minute and 43 left. And 𝔑𝔠𝔪 on their way to claiming back-to-back championships as Delhi missing.
Thought he was going to lay that up.
Bayusing to Alfaro. That's a miss. And all that's left is to find out what the final score will say. But the result will be a defense of the championship for 𝔑𝔠𝔪 LaSalle. Mark 𝔠𝔠𝔪, 1 for the books.
That's game over. I mean, it was pretty much over for a while, but man, that's like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, he wanted to call game, and he did.
That's from way downtown. I actually thought he was a bit off balance, but doesn't matter.
Alam mo, ganyan na yung mga tinitira ngayon ni Mark 𝔠𝔠𝔪, di ba? Remember that shot also that led us to halftime. That buzzer beater off the glass step back, and his teammates love it. 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢, a minute and 12 seconds away from winning the 2023 PBA D-League Aspirants Cup. And they were so impressive.
Oh yeah, I mean all throughout this conference, to be honest, every game I've covered, well, obviously they didn't lose, right? But they impress me with the way they play. I'm a fan, to be honest. You know, I'm worried for the UAAP teams that will be going up against them because they are a good team.
But again, you know, we tip our hats off to Marinero Filipino as well, who was brilliant din itong Marinero Filipino throughout this tournament. Again, they defeated 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 back in the elimination round.
And their journey to make it here, that grueling series against 𝔬𝔠 just to make the finals, that rivalry, they were great, but they just ran into a better team right now in 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. You know, 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢, best player of the conference for sure. I mean, he's been so consistent throughout this tournament. But when you have 𝔐𝔦𝔫𝔦𝔱 playing at this level, they're tough to beat.
Nearly got another steal. I'm not sure if that will be credited to him, but he forced that turnover, the sixth turnover of Cortez. And under a minute to go, formalities left to be played here. Alfaro hits a three.
Coach Yu is still coaching his guys to pick up despite the game being over, and they force a turnover.
Alam mo yung isa pa ring grabe kasi dito sa 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. When we first saw them, hindi pa sila kumpleto At tapos dahan-dahan sila na kumpleto. But even when they were undermanned, they were already dominating games here.
Sure.
So I think people also had an idea na kapag makumpleto tong 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 na to, they will definitely be a problem in this league.
Well, to me, no doubt in my mind, they were the best team. I mean, I really thought they would win this championship. And as you said, guys were in and out. But it's also worked well for them because it gave other guys an opportunity to have some valuable playing time and get experience. And in the end, they're still able to get their goal, which is to win a championship. So, you know, it turns out to be a very successful D-League stint for them once again.
Definitely looking forward to seeing these two teams in their respective collegiate leagues pretty soon. I mean, one goal kinapos yung Marinero Filipino San Ben, and that's to win the championship. But I think they still were able to accomplish a lot of goals here in their stint in the PBA D-League.
Their growth has been good. You've seen their players really develop and improve also throughout this conference. I mean, I've seen them a lot even from the last few months, and they have all just been improving.
Punta by one last shot, and that will do it. In a few seconds, it will be official. Now it is. 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 has just won the PBA D-League Aspirants Cup 2023. Back-to-back champions are 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. What an accomplishment for the Green Archers of 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 de la Salle. Just brilliance and utter dominance, Charles, no? Dito sa finals over another tough team in Marinero Filipino. As we take a look at the best player that you chose, he eventually went with 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Yeah, I just thought what he did all around overall and his impact to the game was a big factor. His plus-minus was better than Kevin's. Did a bit of everything, rebounded, assisted, and all those steals. I mean, it was the turnovers that eventually doomed Marinero. I mean, he made plays, man. I mean, when there was still a bit in the balance in the fourth quarter, that layup and that three-ball kind of, you know, pushed them to the top, and that's why I decided to go with Evan.
Nagkaroon pa ng konting scare si Evan earlier with an injury, but he's okay, and he is the best player. He led his team to the championship. Ang final score natin is 89-74.